homemade ketchup coming up next on Love What You Eat. Freaking delicious. It always starts with a tomato paste of choice. Any kind that you have. Sweetener of choice, I'm going to be using white sugar, but usually what I would just do is substitute it. I have no more honey or maple syrup at home, so I would use that as my sweetener. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use some white sugar today. And then you need some apple cider vinegar. You need vinegar, but I really like the flavor of the apple cider vinegar, so I use that. And then some water to dilute. And the basic staple of seasonings, you're going to have garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. And this makes for a nice enough batch that keeps in the fridge for a few weeks. The vinegar helps also keep it nice and fresh. And that's it. Very, very simple. Honestly, this whole batch, I mean, this cost $1.20, the tomato paste. And then the spices you already have at home, water you have at home, sweetener of choice is for sure already in your cupboard or pantry. And then the apple cider vinegar I always have at home too. So this is the one I'm using now, but always with the mother. Contains the good stuff. And that's it. It's going to be all going in a pot, whisking it, simmering it. Once the bubbles start to form, you put it on low, cover, semi-cover with the lid, and you let it simmer just so that you get to that good consistency. And you're basically cooking off a little bit of the acidity. Taste, adjust spices along the way. You can, again, the base spice, you can add different spices to it. You can put some smoked paprika, regular paprika, sriracha if you want to have a spicy, or also some cayenne pepper, chili flakes, etc. You can totally make a batch of ketchup, control the ingredients of what you use, and for a fraction of the cost. So that's it. Here we go. Let's make some homemade ketchup. So I put the lid on and I reduced it to a simmer. This is gonna go for anywhere from maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Keep an eye on it. You're looking for it to basically reduce in the texture every now and then. Stir it. You don't want it to get stuck at the bottom. And honestly, that's basically it. And afterwards, put it into a heat-proof jar. You could put it like into a mason jar, like little mason jars like this, and then put it in the fridge and you're good to go. As you can see, it is like bubbling here, but we're gonna continuously just every now and then give it a stir and letting that reduce, fully cool, and enjoy with whatever you want to dip it in. That's it. Oh, it smells so vinegary. Back on. Let it keep doing its thing, and we will see you at the last step. So there you go. So the close up before I make it spill on my floor. But that's it. Remove it off the heat, let it cool down enough to transfer it still to a heat-proof glass jar, but I don't want to pour it in scalding hot. So I'll let this sit for about maybe 15 or so minutes, and then I'll transfer it over to my mason jar. I have these small ones left, but any size jar you have, honestly, as long as it's heat-proof. If not, let it fully cool before transferring it. You don't want to pour hot into plastic. Then it's gonna go in the fridge where it's gonna set up a little bit more, and I will make some fries and enjoy, have fun. Make this with your kids. This is super fun too. They'll eat it. They'll eat it and be like, oh my god, I made that. The notes of the apple cider vinegar, the black pepper, the garlic, the onion, and the salt. Obviously the sweetness of whatever sugar you use of choice. But look at that. Oh my god. Absolutely delicious. Give this one a try. You can honestly make this in no time. Took me all of 20-25 minutes of simmering this down. It's a fraction of the cost of what you would get buying it at the grocery store. And you get to be super proud of yourself for making it at home. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of these off camera. Have a good weekend, and catch you on the next episode. Tune in weekly every Sunday for new episodes, and also check out our website at www.lovewhatyoueat.net, where you will be able to find all our recipes uploaded with photo aid to help you recreate or inspire you on making your own dishes. Until then, have a good one, guys, and see you later. And as always, thanks for loving what you eat. Thanks for watching, and love what you eat. That's what I meant. Okay, bye. Just wanted to jump out real quick because there was a little part that I had filmed yesterday that got canceled out. So I just wanted to mention, also in the video description, you will always find the ingredients, measurements, directions, the step-by-steps. So just click on the little more beside the title on the YouTube video. But just to say, so I ended up making about 17 ounces of this. And a regular 1 liter ketchup bottle is about 34 ounces. I made half a batch of that. So just doubling up this batch would make you basically the same of 1 liter. And the total cost of what I made was about $1.25. So for about $2.50, I made a liter that you would buy at the store. So there you go, homemade ketchup for about $2.50. Bye.